team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bobo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grab behind the line, it's y'all. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Back to pass, it's King. He hurls one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Clemson's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They grab the early lead. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Takes the handoff. It's Denson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's best. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
To throw, it's King. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make...
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Longo. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The give from the gun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Moves. Takes the easy completion. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And the point after is good. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Keith. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's King. Puts it out of the air.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. On these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done. Almost every...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, the ground game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads it left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Dropping back, it's King. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that play relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. Ripping through the defense. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Leon. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Running the red zone. It's Denson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board, but that's him to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Makes the grab and there's room. Open space at the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He's going to take off. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. Snowed under by the defense. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's King. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Shaw. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of here.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carriers.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pocket breaking down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Coffee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out off there to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Longo. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a killer because I'm okay running the same play back to back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you've backed up, this makes this decision a lot harder.
From the gun, looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's King. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating crease.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Hold it. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Rushes on him. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. Holds and fires complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down, still moving. Racing down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's King. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Shaw. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. I know both